So
Done.
let's move on. Oh, what is our armor class? Okay, it's still crap. Dun, 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 or is it? Yeah, because it's because of this. It makes no difference to us. Because the Maker's card, it would be for everyone else. It would be better, especially for a warrior, I think.
I'm gone.
Okay, Merryman. Yeah, he was. He had the keys to one of the prostitutes' heart, I think. Okay, this man looks like a bitter, cantankerous old codger. His mouth is twisted into a frown that becomes even more severe as he notices you coming his way. Merryman my name may be, but merry I'm not. Off with you, young one. No time for the likes of you. He goes into a fit of coughing from the exertion of shooing you away loudly. Wait, Dolora wants me to speak with you. Merriman eyes you suspiciously. That's so. But what, eh? She says that you're her first love, and that so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she'll never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her under Mr. Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case, he pats a pocket on his tunic. I won't just give the keys to you. Wait, those are literally the keys to her heart? You know that they are. Delora's a construct, didn't you know that? A creature of sorcery and clockwork mechanic she is, and one of my finest creations. But cold without emotion or character. I brought her to the brothel and set her so that she could not leave, in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her personality. The keys are the tools used to set her. She wants them because she feels that they are limiting her personal growth now, I suspect. Oh. Then why don't you just return them to her? Merriman scowls, because I've become a cruel and bitter old man who sees he can get something out of you. Ah, now go on then, what do you want? I want I want to forget. I lived almost 150 years now, and I've seen every century stone I've cared to in this grand hall. I've little time left to live, and I'm too weak to go in search of wholly new experiences, so I need to find a way to forget them all. That way I can start again in my final days. Okay, so do I... so do I just wallop you in the back of the head or what? How can I help?
Updated my journal.
I actually wish I made played as an evil mage who can just sacrifice his companions, or a brute murderer. The brute murderer would have I could have picked those interesting dialogue options, and also the game would have progressed much faster because I could have killed everything even without my companions with ease. So it's actually easier to play this game solo, I think, except for the very start, because you'll get so much levels, and after the game is balanced towards certain level characters, but once you get above that, everything becomes sort of trivial. So it's just if you play solo, the beginning is difficult, but after that, you're constantly over leveled, and once you reach that certain point, nothing in the game is able to really kill you anymore, and you can just walk over everything like the more drunk cubes, things like that. So in an odd way, it actually makes the game easier, I find. It's because you can get additional stats every time you level up to a new level. That's really the reason. If that didn't happen, it wouldn't be nearly as powerful. Okay. I need something, some item, some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draught of the river Styx, something like, yeah, we know what he needs. I'll actually think I'll do that now instead of, so I don't forget it. We found the shards in the art museum. That's here. But we couldn't store them.
Alright.
Because they need to be freezing cold or they'll vaporize immediately. So in order to get them to him, we need to capture them in a container that preserves them in a frozen cold. And we now have that. Catch one in your frost ale mug. Yep. You dip the mug into the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a small shard with a slight clang. Peer into the mug, you can see that the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. So, not a lot. Didn't take long to get. I think it's actually faster to do this way because if you accumulate a lot of quests and objectives, you're going to be forgetting something, and you have to sort of stop the playing to ponder quite a bit and what were the things you actually had to do. So it takes its own time. Doesn't really speed things up that much, especially now that we have quick travel options. We don't have to do the back and forth traveling and waste time. Yeah. Here, take this mark. It holds a black bird of Ocanthus, a sliver of ice from River Styx. It should wipe your memories clean. Raymond takes the mark and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mark back and takes the ice in his mouth. Ice melts instantly, leaving him with a somewhat startled expression. Yeah. Merriman.
Updated my journal.
12,000 experience, gained an item. Merriman looks at you confused, then at the paper in his hand. He reads aloud, "Congratulations, Merriman, you begin again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door to this building, for more information." He looks to you again. "Well, it would seem I owe you thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. I'd best find this Splinter fellow and find out what's going on." So, yet the instructions written on paper. Dolores keys. Yeah, we can't save because something is happening and the game refuses us to save this state. Yeah. 3 planes aligned. I think these are the lectures. Again, I don't think these are mandatory. They stay for the lecture. I'm known as 3 planes aligned, a Githzerai scholar. If you are here for my lecture, it begins in a few moments. Come on, Chief. Are we really gonna stay? Yeah, well. Yeah, ignore more. Keep listening. He speaks in a low, somber tone. Today I shall speak of the power of alignment and belief. We keep listening. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm gonna summarize if there's anything actually important. Yeah, he's explaining what the differences are with good, evil, neutrality. 9 alignments: lawful good, lawful neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral. Yeah, he goes through it all. Okay, now I shall speak of the power of alignment and the belief it engenders, of how from them the very deities gain strength, and how belief can physically affect one's environment. I might read out that loud because it might be important. Deity must have worshippers, for it is the faith of such our subjects which gives them power. As converts are made and more come to believe in a god, the more power that god receives. Conversely, when no one believes in a deity, it withers and dies, joining the corpses of other gods that float on the astral plane. It is thus possible to slay a deity by simply forgetting about them. A much more striking example of the power of alignment and belief, however, can be seen within the sliding of gate towns. Yeah, this will be relevant. First though, I will define gate towns. Gate towns are towns on the outlands, the largely neutral area which Sigil spins over the center of. They are called gate towns because they are built around a permanent gate, a portal, to one of the outer planes. Each of these outer planes has its own alignment. The Abyss is chaotic and evil, Beta is lawful and evil, Mechanist is lawful and neutral, Mount Celestia is lawful and good, Outlands again are true neutral, leaning neither law or chaos. Sliding occurs when there is a high concentration of belief in an area of differing belief. When this occurs, the area itself will move or slide to a plane that matches the new belief. Now the gate towns usually have a strong belief that matches the outer plane beyond the portal, but the belief is not yet strong enough for the town to slide from the outlands into the outer plane. For example, the town of Ribcage borders the portal to the lawful evil plane of Beator. As expected, the residents of Ribcage are largely lawful evil residents, but the entire town's alignment and beliefs are not strong enough so that Ribcage will slide into Beator. For example, Ribcage might one day see the sudden rise of a lawful evil order of clerics, promoting their dark beliefs and converting many citizens to the worship of their lawful evil god. Were this to occur, there would be a good chance that the town would slide off the neutral outlands, becoming part of the lawful evil plane of Beator. All layers of planes may move this way, thus many wars are wars of belief and faith by necessity. They are the tools by which territory is obtained and held. This then is the power of alignment and belief to shape the planes. Many sessions. This session has ended. Yeah. Can I talk to him again? Yeah, we can't say we already had
Done.
the lecture. But it again stresses out why belief is so important here. Without belief, you've got nothing. You can't keep territory, you can't gain territory. Belief is what things are fought about usually.